You read the title or saw the thumbnail? This is Kanao with Shinobu. It's 2024 and still some people say Shinobu is blitzing Douma, although I'm the fastest Hashman, letting Douma gaslight you. And still some people underrate the common Boku squad. It's gonna be split into 5 sections. Shinobu skilling, Ignorant Death Hand, Final skilling, and her Scholar Ice skilling, and then how the fight would go. Shinobu is heavily overrated for her amazing speed, even though it's not that good. She literally loses to base Giyu before the Hashira training arc. This Giyu will be weaker than in the Infinity Castle, where in base he fights upper 3. So Shinobu is weaker than the Giyu who can barely fight relative to the Akaza. Shinobu didn't do any Hashira. To cover her feats against Douma, no, she doesn't blitz Douma a single time. In the first interaction, Shinobu takes her girl from Douma, and Douma kills her. This could be a blitz, but not much unpleasant. Douma probably killed her before. He then hits Douma in the eye. Douma, who was made a yap session, and literally put his hand up to block. So you can't even say this was a blitz, because he was mid-yap and he reacted to the attack and put his hand up to block it. Douma swings and Shinobu barely dodges, still getting ice on her. Next chapter, we see Shinobu use 4 other poisons on Douma, and none of them work. This isn't a feat for Shinobu because she tagged him 4 times. Douma is barely trying, and no, Douma didn't just let Shinobu poison him. Shinobu closes it in, clashing with Douma. They trade blows, the implication being that Douma could have blocked the attack, but chose to attack Shinobu and get cut. Shinobu then gets one shot. I know she gets up, but she would have died either way. Her lungs ripped to shreds and she can't breathe anymore. Now for Death Amp Shinobu. Douma says he can't read Death Amp Shinobu's attacks. See Shinobu barely dodged Douma's attack and pierce him. Keep in mind, the Douma is still holding back, and Douma would have literally no reason to try at all. None of Shinobu's poison worked. She's too weak to cut his head. Shinobu has no winning cons. Why would you want Douma even really try to dodge the attack, but you can just get hit and then tag her back? So this attack isn't a blitz. Also, Douma compliments don't mean anything. All this would mean that Shinobu is faster than Kanao, who has no feats. We also know a previous Hashira where he's super weak, with some losing fights to Daki. So yeah, maybe Douma isn't lying. Maybe Shinobu is the fastest Hashira Douma's fought. So Shinobu is faster than people who lost to Daki. Now to scale Kanao. This Kanao fights off screen like Shinobu does, had minimal injuries and no ice on him. Douma tries to blitz Kanao with Kanao reacting to the blitz. This is a good feat, and you can even say this is a full power Douma. As the later bits we'll talk about, could be argued and not actually be a blitz. Kanao hits Douma and dodges his ice attack. Douma says that Kanao could be more powerful. This wouldn't be a lie, but these are Douma's thoughts, so it's more likely true that Kanao is stronger. In our next interaction, Kanao can dodge, react, and clash Douma's attacks, dodging multiple point-blank attacks. Douma also takes Kanao more seriously, as I mentioned before, with Douma trying to blitz Kanao, and Douma using more ice techniques. Douma blitzes Kanao. We could easily argue that isn't a blitz because Douma disappeared into smoke and appeared behind her taking her sword. Then fights the ice dolls, which he says are powerful, but she can dodge all the ice dolls' attacks. The dolls have no reason to hold back. You know that Douma says the ice dolls are just as powerful as him. So you could make the argument that the ice dolls don't hold back now as strong as a full power Douma. In these feats, it's pretty clear that Kat is on Death Amp Shinobu's level of speed by dodging, encountering, and attacking Douma, and that Douma is taking Kanao way more seriously than Shinobu. You can also fight alongside everyone else versus Muzan, who is Akaza level. Another argument to get Kanao to Akaza level is that all the Kanao Boku squad should be relative and all relative in every arc. This is shown in the Sunday counter where Inosuke and 13-4 Tanjiro fight relatives. So this arc should be no different for everyone in the Kanao Boku squad at Akaza level. Now, for Kanao's Scarlet Eyes. Kanao only has one feat and Scarlet Eyes, and that's dodging Douma's Ice Statue. Douma's Ice Statue has no reason to be slower than him, or as slow as this heavily poisoned Douma is. If you're wondering why Douma's Ice Statue is faster, because 1, Ice Statue isn't poisoned, and we know Douma isn't holding back anymore, and this is his last ditch attack. And 2, the same reason that Susanoo is faster than Naruto. The Ice Statue covered more space in a shorter amount of time. Now, to cover how the fight would go. Cover base versus base first. I really only see this fight going one way, and that's Shinobu getting one shot. Shinobu isn't faster, as Kanao has better speed feats of dodging Douma. Shinobu's durability is really bad. This isn't even counting Kanao's Muzan feats, which put her on Akaza level. Death Amp Shinobu vs Kanao will be closer, but again, Shinobu can still get one shot, and her feat of dodging Douma and being too fast for him isn't that good. Douma just straight up has no reason to dodge the attack, and Kanao can sort of replicate this feat. As Scarlet Eyes Kanao vs Death Amp Shinobu wouldn't be close either, as Kanao was way too fast for Shinobu to hit and would one-shot her. So please for the hope for why Kanao beats Shinobu is underrated, and Shinobu is still overrated. And Douma has gassed the entire Demon Slayer power scaling community. Like, sub, peace.